We often get this question that why should I join Outscale or one of the programs at Outscale when there are ample sort of game dev programs available on platforms like Udemy. And it's a very legitimate question as well. One thing I've personally felt, and I've interviewed hundreds of candidates over the course of my career in the games industry, which has spanned more than a decade, where folks who are really passionate about getting into games, they have learned from YouTube and Udemy. But one thing that's essentially lacking is that understanding how professional development happens. How do you write clean code? How do you use the right programming patterns? How do you build scalable games? These are some of the very fundamental things that happen in professional side of the industry, which usually does not happen when you are following sort of YouTube tutorials, right? Because there's a fundamental mismatch, right? Like if you have to make a solid YouTube video about game development, right? Like essentially you're basically just trying to make a video that gets a lot of clicks and views and all, right? Because that's what YouTube encourages people to build, and that's why these videos are short and sweet and to the point. But then there is another big component of mentorship and camaraderie between other people who are interested in learning game development as well, which is missing, and I'll answer that in part 2.